Hi, beautiful people. It's Diana Estrada here, and thank you for taking the time to watch this next video clip. If you watched the video yesterday, you saw me doing some exercises, and it was funny. Every time I watch it, I actually laugh. But you know, the whole idea behind that video specifically is to demonstrate to you the importance and the power behind getting your body in motion, getting physical activity. I'm going to read you a quote here from Napoleon Hill. If you haven't read this book, Think and Grow Rich, I mean, this is a must read. I read this over and over God knows how many years, over the last 15, 20 years. And you know, you gain new insights. But I'm going to read you this quote because my friend gave this to me, Jurgen, and by Napoleon Hill. He says, if you haven't the willpower to keep your physical body in repair, if you haven't got the willpower to keep your physical body keep getting fit, you also lack the power of will to maintain a positive mental attitude in other areas of your life, that in other important circumstances that control your life. So with that, you know, that includes the area of money, which is today's topic is money. And that's why I did the video yesterday, because you know what, you can't, getting yourself in physical shape is going to boost your self-esteem so that you can look at these areas of life that are not working for you as well as you would like them to. And so you'll have more energy because you get your mindset going, and so you're more motivated. You feel like you have some more self-esteem built up. And so this area of money is a super hot and super charged topic, and so I'm going to be taking that on. And so in this video, and here's the tips that I want to give you for today is I want you to get yourself exercising or moving. That's what I want you to do, at least, even if it's 10 minutes to start, 20-minute speed walk. I mean, you know, when I first had the baby, that's what I was doing. I was walking to the store, took the 20 minutes and just like speed walk. And sometimes I would do my lunges, and maybe we'll get that on video, but really, and then I would say some affirmations and say them out loud so that I would start to believe it, okay? And so I would empower myself. This is all part of empowerment, guys, ladies. And you know, this area of money is supercharged, and you won't take it head on unless you get your mindset going. So that's really step one in my process, is really mindset. And so the next step that that I'll share with you on this video. Yesterday we get the mindset going a little bit. I'll still talk about mindset because it's something that I know very well. But really the next step is to be ongoing honesty with yourself. So what that means for you is to get real, okay? So that's today's tip. Now, remember, if you're not exercising, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be that motivated. It's going to scare you. It's going to cause you so much more pain not to sit down and look at your numbers, okay? Look at the numbers that you have and look at the numbers you don't have. You know, most likely you're not very happy with your numbers, but that's okay. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at what is real, not what you'd like it to be. You know, I have a place where I'd like it to be. You know, we're all going to have that. And so, but the idea is that you get clear where you are now, because when you can get clear where you are now, then you can create a plan. And you know, this area of financial recovery, or money fitness, or money garden, that I like to use the word money, the metaphor of money garden. You know, a garden is not going to grow if you don't look at it. You got to take out the weeds, which is part of the process, but we're not going to talk about that today. Really, the process is just to look at where you are today. You know, you might have debts, you might have foreclosure. That's okay. Just write it down, okay? You're not going to get, right now, all of those things can be taking control of you right now. And I know that from experience. And so you got to like cut it, and you got to own it, okay? And start taking action to take care of what you need to take care of. But you can't do that unless you put it on paper. You know, I'm a paper person, so I write it down and then I put it in the computer. So that's really the first step. And then the second thing that I want you to do is I want you to start taking notes of all the money that goes in and out. So it's a money flow, okay? So you want to, if you spend $1, if you have an output of $1, I want you to put $1 and write it down what it is, okay? If you have, maybe somebody gave you $10, then I want you to write down $10. If you go buy coffee and that costs you $2.55, I want you to write that down too. Now that is so critical. I have to do that every day, okay? If I don't do that every day, chaos immediately shows up in my life, okay? Immediately. So as soon as I notice that there's chaos in my life, I say, oh, where am I not writing my numbers? Oh, okay, yeah, there was one day or maybe a week that I wanted to test this out and see. And you know what? It's immediate. When you start putting consciousness and putting awareness into it, you notice it right away, a lot faster. The problem is that a lot of people are living their lives by default and just, you know, you have no idea, you have no idea. And you know what? I'm familiar with that too because I lived a lot of my life like that. I just said, oh, I have money in the bank, I should be fine, you know? And so now that I've been in financial recovery, as you can say, reconstruction of my financial area, empowering my financial area, then I feel empowered as a result. You know, it's still not perfect, and you know what? That's okay, because if it was perfect, you know, there's nowhere to move. So I always talk about that. So you really just want to get present into what it is now. And you know, you may agree and you may not agree, and that's okay. But if you're in having hard times or you have chaos, then this video is for you, okay? If your life is perfect and life is going well and your finances look, you know, flowering garden of money, then that's great. Maybe this video is not for you. Maybe you can get an insight from here. But really, this video is for those people who need to empower themselves, especially women, especially just anybody, really. You just need to empower yourself with the area of money. Nobody gave us the manual. You know, nobody gave your parents a manual when you were born. My mom did not get the manual and say, here's how to raise your daughter. Here's how money works in America, you know. And when Angelique was born, nobody said, here, Diana, here's how to take care of your daughter. So I've had to learn through a lot of hard knocks, and, you know, and that's okay. I may have some more hard knocks, but that's how I get into action right away. So I'm making this video for you because I really want you to see how everything comes together. Your self-esteem, when you have your self-esteem, then have at least muster up a little bit of courage and confidence to say, okay, I'm going to take this area of my life on. And I promise you that the day you take that one step, it takes a lot of courage. This is an area of life that most people will not take the time to do. And that's okay. But if you want to muster up some power, empower yourself, you need to look at that money area. You need to look at this area and just say, okay, I close my eyes. You know, there's been many days where I've said, okay, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to do this. You know, I don't like the way it feels. It feels so painful for me to look at this because it's not the way I want it to be. You know, and I've had to close my eyes, pray to God and say, okay, God, walk me through this one. And that's what I invite you to do today. Whoever God is for you, you know, whatever it is that you need to do to muster up, grab onto me, you know, grab my hand, you know, I'll walk you through it. And day by day, you know, it's like if I stop working out, my energy will go away, the muscles, I mean, all the stuff that I built up. This is a daily process. I can't rely on yesterday's success of how my money life went, of how my workout went. I must start over today for me, the kind of woman I am. You know, I must daily discipline. And when I don't, I can see it right away. But the good news is that I have tools that I can say, oh wow, I'm experiencing chaos or discomfort, boom. Let me look at what is it. Here's my checklist. Oh, you know, mindset is in order. Honesty, you know, I didn't track yesterday. Okay, we'll get back on it, you know. So the good news is that you can start over at any moment. And anyway, so that's what I want to share with you. Get your numbers, no matter what they are. It doesn't matter if your house is, you know, the bank is taking it back. Then, you know, whatever you got to do, write it down. If you don't have a job, it doesn't matter. Write down what you are getting. If you're on unemployment benefits, write down that money. That's money coming in. Acknowledge and be grateful. Okay, so with that, I will see you, and let me know how it goes.